Hello everyone, welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda, and welcome to my last Icebreaker solo for a good long while. That's right, my Duelist finally finished her solo and I got to showcase my new Wave 7 hidey hole. And as a nice change of pace, I actually had to grab footage for the build, which I did after the fact because I'd gotten so used to not even bothering since I was failing so much. For this build I've spec'd everything into weapon damage per a suggestion from Dragon Ruse, which meant I had to get rid of the knockdown lance which I typically run because I like it so much. With this setup, anytime I use backlash, my weapon damage is going to be increased based on how much the backlash absorbs. Anytime I use charge, my weapon damage is going to get increased. And on top of that, anytime I use any biotic, regardless of what it is, my weapon damage is going to increase. So it's just going to stack one on top of the other. And with that in mind, I'm running a power efficiency mod so I can hit charge and backlash often to keep my weapon damage high. So the tactic here, when it works, which it doesn't work too well this run, but when it works, is to keep chaining the disruptor ammo combo field in the doorway, which keeps the Yachties bottlenecking so that I don't get too overwhelmed. There goes my first ammo pack. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that's my Duelist's best Wave 1 time so far. So we're off to a nice start.
Recovery requested. Locate and recover objects of interest.
Consider it done. Destroyer incoming.
Artifact recovered.
Wait for it, wait for it. I was hoping the destroyer would get in here, but oh well. Not sure why I've never tried to pick up from this side before, because it seems like a good way to go.
Artifact is secure.
Barring when it pops there for the very first pickup, the middle room spawn has screwed me more than any other location on this map. So this is going to be fun. Yeah, that was relatively painless actually.
Find cover.
In there, Apex. Artifact recovered.
Oh, and that one's going to work out perfectly.
Shields are out.
Contract secured. Three left. Go get 'em.
One to go.
Enemies clear. Stay alert.
Don't get cocky.
Okay, wave 3. First order of business. Kill 5 Krogan.
Enemies incoming.
Time to move. Destroyer.
That's 1 down. 2 down.
Die.
3 down. Four down.
Find cover.
And that's the 5th Krogan down. Now I can continue kiting, dropping sharpshooters and nullifiers as I go. And I'm not sure if I have mentioned it yet or not, but a while back I mentioned that Dragon Ruse and I were experimenting with the respawns and how many enemies we had to kill to get the destroyers to not respawn. And we did finally get it locked down. After killing the 5 Krogan, you also have to kill 8 sharpshooters, which probably means you only have to kill about 7 nullifiers, but once that's done, if you kill one of the destroyers, you won't have to kill a third one.
Shields down.
There's still a good amount of enemies left, but I'll hit the magic rooftop and hold it for as long as I can to keep the destroyer from moving.
Shields are out.
Well, that worked out nicely.
Good. Stay sharp.
Don't get cocky.
Recovery requested. Locate
Enemies spawn near the pickup, so I'm going to hold here for a bit to give them time to move away.
Shields down. I've got no shield. Destroyer.
artifact is secure.
Hydra. Protect yourself. Shields down. Destroyer.
And that'll be my first health pack, which is not bad as my solos usually go.
Careful of the Hydra. Shields are out.
Almost done. Artifact is secure.
Shields are out. Destroyer incoming.
Shit. That's going to cost me my first revive.
Shields are out.
I'm going to hold here to draw the blaze and hopefully a destroyer, and then I'll bip through the wall and through the central building for pickup.
Shields are out. Careful of the Hydra.
Artifact recovery is complete. Nice job.
Shields down.
For those that don't know, the Duelist laughs in the face of the left hand of Doom, which is a stark contrast to how I usually play. I mean, she walks right up, well, like, she charges really, and she shakes his hand and then she cuts it off with her sword. It's ridiculous. So I'll use another ammo pack there. The blaze alone would be fine, but with the destroyer right behind it, I could get pinned down and then wasted pretty quickly, so I'm going to reposition.
Careful of the Hydra. Protect yourself.
3 left. Go get him.
Ah, I never get tired of that stuff. Oh, and there he is. So I'll get rid of the Anointed first, and then the Hydra.
I've got no shield. I've got no shield. Down to one.
All clear for now.
Okay, made it to wave 5, which means I've made it to wave 6. And all I have to do is hole up and wait out the respawns until it's safe to drop the Jenny. And we'll go through this in double time as usual, while I try not to lose my shit over my current consumable count.
Enemy fire. Get your head down. Shield down. Shield around. Shield down. Shield around. Shield around. Shield around. Enemy fire.
Just 3 hostiles remaining.
Just used my third ammo pack there.
One to go.
There we go. 4 health packs, 4 revives, and 5 RPGs. What fresh hell is this going to add up to? Alright guys, it's crunch time. I've never had this good of a chance to finish. Play it cool, Linguist. Play it cool.
The enemy's tapping into civilian comm traffic. We need to
Shit,
take out
those
their
observers are going to be a problem.
Get your head down. Destroyer incoming. Shields are out. Protect yourself.
Second health pack gone.
Squad member
Second revive gone. 3 and 3 left.
Shields down.
Third health pack there. This was an expensive pickup.
Get your head down.
Fourth health pack.
Destroyer.
one device down.
Come on, come on. Yes! Fuck!
Shields down.
Third revive gone.
Fire.
Holy shit, that was some luck.
Get your head down.
This is a first right here. My Duelist has never finished the Wave 6 objective before. Now it's all about kiting and waiting until I can kick the shit out of the left-handed Doom. Place your bets. There's still plenty of time to linguist this up nice.
Shields are out. Careful of the Hydra. I've got no shield. Find cover. Shields are out.
Teammate
Fourth revive gone. Don't worry, don't worry. I'm about to remember that I still have all my RPGs. 1, 2, 3.
Destroyer incoming. Get your head down. Shields are out.
three left.
Oh, oh, oh! Many thanks to Union, Rich, Dark, and Red Dread, whose tournament match was supposed to start in the middle of this, but who kindly pushed their start time by a few minutes as I started to lose my shit in anticipation. 2 RPGs left, good bottleneck. Now, the Blaze alone, as I mentioned, isn't a threat, so I'm going to hold my last RPG until the Destroyer closes in behind it like it did in the earlier wave. There we go. Perfect!
Down to
I
one.
was hoping to bip through the wall onto the roof there, but I guess not. I don't want to be so far from my hidey hole, so I'll move closer before I start wave 7.
Destroyer incoming.
I'll say this for posterity. The giddiness was real, folks. It was real. And now for the hidey hole reveal that started this whole saga.
Another battle done.
I give you the Teleporter's Playground. Now, I should mention that since this is my first solo showing this, I've never done this in a solo, so I'm not sure how this position is going to affect the spawns with nobody else on the map. But my hope is that I'm too close to LZ for anything to spawn there, giving me a pretty clear path to extraction once I bip through this wall. And assuming all goes well, you'll find footage at the end of this video that explains this location and the various things you can do with it. Now that unmoving dot is going to be a destroyer of some kind, but it's off-center from the extraction, so I was pretty sure that it wasn't on LZ, and it was in fact in the room that I usually use for my defensive position. And as usual, I could be sure that other destroyers were parked just to my left on the pathway, which is right beside this position, because that's happened every time I've been in a team match. They just kind of stack up right there. Right here, I promptly turned my mic back on and lost my shit to the tournament crew. For now, I am finally free of this frozen land. And in theory, I could be free of the Duelist as well. But alas, a week ago I found a new Wave 7 hidey hole in Sandstorm and in Aqua. And while the Aqua location is fun for the whole family, Sandstorms really does fit nicely with the teleporting dash. Decisions, decisions. But first, let's take a look at that Icebreaker hidey hole in greater detail. Okay, here we go. The ledge we're jumping to is right there. You can reach it from here or from the other side like I did in my solo. But you have to make sure that you don't actually land on the ledge. You've got to clip onto the edge of it, which breaks the game's tether. Once you're on the ledge, you can stay there as long as you like, but keep an eye on the ridge that's up above there, as enemies will sometimes set up there to shoot at you. Alternatively, there are two other paths you can take from here. You can go into the underground parking there and up into the office building, which is where Rich is currently hanging out. Or you can go around to the left there and do a bunny hop to get under the walkway and the ammo pack there. Keep in mind, you've got to move quickly. From here, moving too far to the left towards the edge of the map is going to time you out, so stay close to the wall. But be warned, sneaky enemies can still shoot you from gaps just in the front there. You can also move just far enough out from under here to jump up to the walkway up above if you want. Now, let's head into the underground parking. Once you're here, you're good. The tether is broke and you've got a good amount of freedom to move around. And the shadow area is more or less the limit of the tether. Beyond that, you'll immediately get kicked back up to the map. There's not going to be a warning, you're just going to get ported. Now, a little way up the wall there, you can see the snowy ledge that's kind of clipping in and out of existence. That's where I was set up waiting for my extraction. Now, the ledge is pretty small, and while we have fit 2 people, you want to make sure that you're jumping against the wall and as far into the corner as you can. From here, you can gain access to the office space above. It's only 1 floor, but there are 2 edges that you can grab onto to pull yourself up. And you can kind of see them clipping in and out of existence right there. Dropping down there is the non-teleporter's exit. It will kick you back up to wherever you were when you initially jumped off the map to get down here. It's also very worth noting that you pull pretty solid aggro from anywhere in this area. So you can use this area to gather enemies to one side of the map. I've used it many times to help keep hacks and uploads clear in 2-man plats. And you can bip out through any of these walls to get back to the various sections of the map proper. Whoops. Bipping out through this wall will drop you back to the pathway below with the ammo crate on it. And finally, bipping out through this wall leads to the evac shuttle. And there we have it. Life in Andromeda, hacked just a little bit more. From here, as I mentioned, it's either Aqua or Sandstorm. But wherever I end up, that'll be a video for another day. Until then, thanks for watching.